Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we're going to check out Blackpink's LoveSick Girls dance practice. From what I've heard, this is well shot. It looks like it's a still camera, from the thumbnail anyway. We're going to check out the dance practice. Let's go. Oh, it's not a still camera. Everybody looks amazing. Oh, look at Rosé. Nice. It's a lot of fluid movements so far. Damn, look at Lisa's outfit. Wait, we're here to focus on the on the dance. Great body control there with Lisa. That kind of thing you see more so in like ballroom. That kind of well, ballroom is a lot more structured, but like those kind of shoulder movements you see more so on like that kind of dance style with partner work, right? So get great implement to this. It's a variation of it. The vocals though, oh. Oh, look at Jisoo! Such a bop though. Okay, so yeah, so far it's definitely a normal Blackpink choreo from what I've seen anyway. I think how many have I seen? Probably like less than 10. How many songs do they have? Yeah, it seems like a very Blackpink choreo, and I don't know how you guys feel about that. I think that they're sticking to their brand with kind of it's not too heavy on the hand movements this time, which I do like. Because like I mentioned before, sometimes they overuse this move. It's not a bad thing, it's just I feel like it's a little bit overused for one group. But like lots of fluidity, and Jisoo here, let me just go back. I was like, damn. That part, the way she did that, oh. I don't know, it's cute. So the whole combination there, it's like different poses, right? Boom, boom. So the boom, boom, that part, different poses. So with that, definitely keep in mind to really finish the move when you're covering this kind of choreo. Because it could easily, because it's so quick, it could easily mold into one smooth movement, but obviously it's 3 different poses. But if you're doing a cover, if you want to kind of enhance it just a little bit more, then definitely like that kind of like that combination, definitely isolate it just a little bit and make sure you finish the move. Because like here, 1, 2, 3 different poses, right? And look at Lisa with that movement. It's just very expressive. I've always talked about this. Lisa's body lines is great. I love this styling on Jennie. So we can see a little bit of a difference here too with the way with Rosé here. The way she went into that move, that she had like, can you see me? She had like a little bit of a wave into that where the other members don't. So that's definitely putting in your own style into a choreography. That's totally fine because it still blends as a whole, but there's only 4 of them, so they don't really need necessarily to be too synchronized. because it doesn't distract. There's only 4 people. I feel like if you do those like little individual stylistic choices, that is not the same with everybody, it won't propel in a sloppy kind of look. Because I feel like if you have, you know, a lot of members and each single one is doing their own thing, then that's where it would come off as a little bit sloppy. But there's only 4 of them, so it's totally fine. I can't get over this outfit though. Yes, Jenny. Nice imagery. Oh, Jisoo, look, come on! Cause like, I know that in the past, like, I've kind of mentioned that in some areas, Jisoo doesn't do the move as well as the others. I'm probably gonna get a lot of thing for saying that. But you know what? You can tell that she's worked hard on her dance from their earlier days up until now. Like, look at she's sticking out so much in this choreography. And like normally, like I'm like drawn to like Rose because she's like, I feel like she is my bias at this point. On Instagram and on YouTube. But like Jisoo is killing it. Look at her body. It's just, there's a difference. I'm just gonna be blunt and say it. Jisoo's body lines before is not as fluid. Okay, I'll just say it. You know, there's no shame in that. She's still very successful despite that, very vocally. Like, people have their strengths, right? And Jisoo's strength is her vocals. And you get Lisa, whose strength is her rapping and her dancing. People have different strengths. But today, with this choreography, Jisoo is killing it with her body lines. Look at that. That bend. There's no hesitance, which is sometimes a problem for girls to do, because for female dancers anyway, because there is I feel like there's a fine line between looking great and kind of like it being vulgar. I've talked about this before. Kind of like it's some like sexier movements may come across vulgar, and because of that. Some girls would feel a little bit awkward doing this kind of moves, but it's a performance. If you're one of those people who feel like doing this kind of move may, you know, propel some sort of judgment, because audience do judge those kind of things, just know that it's a performance. There's a way to do it elegantly, and there's a way to do it trashy. Jisoo isn't the former. She's doing it elegantly, tastefully, and with a lot of body control. Love is a drug that I quit. No doctor could help when I'm lost. Look at that. So in that aspect, we got a little bit more what is it called again? It's been a while since I've taken a week off, and I'm like, I don't know my terms anymore. Dynamics. There you go. Shit. So you got slow, and then boom, boom, right? So different executions. So when you're covering this, definitely pay attention to where they do dynamics and pops like that, because it could easily be like fluid, dun, you know, it's a little bit more tardy, but the way they did it is like fluid, boom, boom, right? So here, with Lisa, the shoulders, it's an addition. That's a stylistic choice. That I don't see it being a part of a choreo, but the way she walked into it, she kind of did this kind of shoulder. Those are stylistic choices that you can add. It doesn't distract for the actual choreography, especially if you're transitioning, and it adds to the whole appeal of the choreography. This is a very difficult choreo. There's a lot of transitions. Ooh, we got backup dancers. This is a fun choreo, even though they're crying in the music video, and then here they're like, yeah! Nice hop. Okay, so ooh, look at the body lines. Here. That turn, hop hop. Whoa, get a little bit of jazz flair there. That boom. So it's more like attack and then in slowly. Same with the feet. Boom, right? It's a cute but hard choreo. They're consistently moving, they're consistently changing formations. That's the hard part about this. And then of course the body lines. I've talked about this so many times, and I think that's one of Blackpink's strengths, because they do the body lines quite well and they add their own flair to it, and it doesn't distract, and that's a hard thing to do. This choreo, I know some people might feel like it's kind of cheesy. Is that the word that I would use? But it's a business choice, that kind of choreo. The message of the song is quite deep, right? It does have meaning, and they could have easily gone into some kind of like a darker type of choreo, but they didn't. They went for a bouncy choreo that's, you know, that's kind of hopeful in a way, even though the message is quite different. So this thing, it's a business choice because it's supposed to be catchy and memorable, especially for choreos, for K-pop choreos. You want it to be memorable. For those kind of things, it needs to be catchy. You know, when you're at a concert and you're suddenly like you're doing this because you know it's catchy and it's fun to do. So yeah, that was fun. Well, thank you guys for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, do like and subscribe, and if you do subscribe, make sure you tick that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to get to know more about me, do check out my Instagram and Twitter down below.